Yeah.
You'll get me a little teared up because it was fishing with my father. We would recreational fish and then commercial fish. When I was 13 years old, I made my very first trip longlining on this boat right here with my father.
Wow.
Fell in love with it and just ran with it my whole life.
Can you introduce yourself and just say what your role in the fishery is?
My name is Richard Miller. I'm the captain of the Blackjack. I run the Miss Rebecca for Glenn Brooks and Donna Brooks here at Brooks Dockside Seafood, located in Inglis, Florida.
My name's Kenny Daniels Jr. I'm a second generation commercial fisherman. My wife and I own the boat, the permits, and the quota. We've been fishing out of Ogden's Native Seafood now for the last 7 years. Florida resident, born and raised basically. Fished out of Madeira Beach most of my life. Now I'm just an independent commercial fisherman that I own and run my own bottom long line fishing vessel here in the Eastern Gulf of Mexico.
Talk a little bit more about why you think commercial fishing is an important part of Florida culture and like the economy. And
well, it's definitely a part of the culture. It's part of American culture because you got bass fishing, you got freshwater fishing of all sorts, and then all this saltwater fishing. Just so many different styles of ways you can do it.
Commercial fishing is one of the oldest American professions there is. If you love being on the water, I mean, it's in your blood. It's a passionate industry to be in if you absolutely love fishing.
Local seafood supports the economy. All the restaurants around here depend on it. The local economy. If you want really good fresh stuff, this is one of the places I come because it's right off the boat.
I'm Glenn Brooks. I own Brooks Dockside Seafood here in Inglis, Florida. People need and want protein from seafood. We're trying to provide something sustainable and healthy.
There's a lot of people with access to the water who can go catch fish.
Yeah.
There's large sections of the population that don't have that access, so we serve them.
is there less work in waterfront now than there has been in the past?
Yes, definitely. I am Lisa Schmidt. I am the owner of Bohica Fishing Incorporated, which is a commercial longline fishing company. It's a very difficult industry and I see it dying.
You can have as many retail fish markets you want up on the highway, but they all have to start from the waterfront.
My name is Jason Delacruz. I was a commercial spear fisherman, and then somewhere along the line thought it would be a good idea to start a fish house.
Fishing boats need fish houses, and fish houses need fishing boats. It goes hand in hand in tandem. And the less fish houses that there are, the less accessibility that we have to be able to ice, bait, fuel, store the vessel for long term.
I'm not sure how many fish houses there was at one time, but just going through the town and counting the old places, there's probably 5 or 6 fish houses here at one time. And now we are the only fish house here.
Where is the next closest dockside facility?
For boats this size, probably Tarpon Springs.
It's a couple hours away.
More than a couple hours. By boat, it's probably 8 or 10 hour ride.
Let's be honest, we're completely juxtaposed from the development community because it's where you want to live. It's the dream, live on the water. This is your backyard, so it's hard to really compete with that when you talk about working the waterfront.
They're putting condos and houses and hotels up there, and so there is a major shortage. There's actually only one shipyard in the Deer Beach, and there's, I think, 13 ports to come in. So it is difficult.
If we don't take it serious about what it takes to keep working waterfront sorted out, we're going to get in a position where it's as the older guys get older and then they sell that stuff off, it's just all going to keep turning in, and at some point you won't have the industry. I think the biggest takeaway is that if we don't protect it, it's just not going to be here. It's just, just no other way to put it.
So as far as solutions go, what would be your solution? What do you think should happen to try to solve this loss of infrastructure?
Well, to start with, protect what's left. Lock in these properties where they could never be sold and redeveloped into something else.
Or would that be like a city-owned dock?
Yeah, it's city-owned slips, so it's got to be some government willing to set aside and say we're going to do this and we're going to put this in place and then maintain it.
It is important to promote and support your commercial fishermen because they are just as important resource as the fish itself. Restaurant owners, chefs, the public consumer should support the industry. Show up at public testimony at Gulf Council, write letters, talk to the congressman. I'd like them to be more proactive than when it gets to a state where they can't find fish because there's no fishermen to catch it. So anybody who loves fish should support the commercial fishing industry.
Nobody goes commercial fishing to become rich. They go commercial fishing because you can't help it. It's just what I do. It's what I love, why I want to do it. And I think that's more true than ever before. It's more of a way of a life and less of a job.
I can just wake up and go to work. That's all we do out there. You just wake up, you go to work, cell phone doesn't ring. You're just out there fishing, out there working, and that's it.
Yeah, it's simple out there.
The sun rises, the sun sets, meteor showers. There's nothing that can replace that. You don't get that here on shore.
Theo said they're gonna be here at 6:30 this morning so we can pull off the docks. I'll pop my ass up and run on down here. I mean, and if that wasn't the case, I'd be at a pond somewhere right now bass fishing, I guarantee you.
Yeah, it's something that you love.
Something I love.